Any brand, everywhere. Amongst all watches, Titan is the winner of the Red Dot Design Award, which is equivalent to the Oscar Award in the film world and holds the record of the slimmest watch in the world. Titan is the 5th largest watchmaker in the world, sold in 32 countries and has over 1,000 varieties, catering to more than 135 million customers worldwide. Why don't you be one of them? Titan is now in Bhutan with Kushu Enterprise, the sole distributor. Visit us at Kelwang Building near Clock Tower in Thimphu. We have genuine Titan watches for all, from school-going children to office-goers to armed force personnel to sportsmen, with contemporary to classic designs. You can get your choice of watch at Titan. Get your Titan from Tashi Commercial Corporation in Phuntsho, Gyelephu, Samdup Dzongkha, Paro and Thimphu, Bhutan Distributor in Phuntsho, Choden Songkang in Mongar, Tshering Dorji General Store in Tashigang, and Royal Bhutan Army Canteen in Thimphu. A Titan watch is not only a timepiece, but also a piece of jewelry with a sentimental value. Get a jewel for yourself and for your loved ones at MRP ranging from 450 to 25,000 Nultrum. When you choose Titan, you are choosing a lifetime companion you can depend on every day and every season.
DZONGKHA and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Do You Know Your Child? I'm Choni Selden, your host. It's a privilege that this child, this bundle of joy, has come through you and arrived in your house. Children are not your property. They do not belong to you. Just see how to enjoy, nurture, and support them. Don't try to make them an investment for your future. Let's get an update from our last week's participants.
On the show, I promised that I'll change my behavior. I'll calm down when I'm angry. On the show, I also promised to read books. In a week, I finished reading 4 books. And my favorite book is K.R. Silton, The Journey to Atlantis. It is about a vacation the 5 sisters spent together. But one sister lagged up behind, so she finds the man that is blue in color. They go finding the journey to Atlantis. We read books together and that is our favorite activity to do. I love you, Appa. After a busy semester of teaching,
let them become whatever they want to become. Don't try to mold them according to your understanding of life. Your child need not do what you did in your life. Your child should be allowed to do something that you did not even dare to think in your life. Only then will the world progress. Let's see who we have today.
Hello, Kuzu Zampo. My name is Pemangchin Choden. I am in class 5A. I am 9 years old. I study in Rinchen Kinfen Primary School. I am the youngest one in our family. I have 2 elder sisters. I like to do reading and crafting with my father. I'm so excited because I can come on TV and I can get a Titan watch. I'll come on the TV with my father.
I really love my daughter because she's got a very good personality. I find her very pretty and she's very intelligent and she's very hardworking. She's good in studies and she's very helpful at home also. I mean, she cares you a lot. I mean, that's what my daughter is all about. So that's one reason why I really like her.
Hey guys, this is my playroom and I spent most of my time here in this playroom by reading and doing my homeworks. These are some of my toys and my hobby is to collect dolls, especially Monster High dolls.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Rinche. Do you know your child?
Of course.
Okay.
That's one reason why I'm here.
To challenge that notion, fine. All right. Tell me a little something about your family, La.
We are a very small family, a very happy family, I should say. we live down south of Thimphu, that's Babisa.
Okay, all right.
And in my family, I have 3 daughters.
3, okay.
I call them 3 angels actually.
3 angels,
Yeah,
all
they're
right.
beautiful daughters.
Yes,
And the one who is coming here in the show, it's my youngest daughter.
youngest, okay.
And the other 2, they have already finished graduation. They're already working actually.
Your youngest daughter is, how old is she?
She's 9 this year.
9 years old.
9 years old,
And
yeah.
your first 2 daughters are, how old are they now?
One is 21 and one is 20, let's say.
Oh, okay, so they finished graduation.
Yeah, they finished graduation.
Wow.
One already started working actually. One is just not exactly finished, but she's in her final year.
Oh, okay, all right. Wow, so why the gap?
It's a kind of family planning actually, it's how it started.
Yeah.
I had 2 daughters
Yeah.
continuously. Then we took a gap. One day we decided that we should have a son.
Okay. Oh, you should have a son, and out comes a girl.
Yeah, that comes a girl.
Oh, okay. So when you saw the face of your 3rd daughter, what was your reaction?
I'm very happy actually. Yeah.
Well, initially, why did you want a son?
I don't know, maybe it's some kind of influences where all my sisters, they have sons.
Oh, okay.
And when you have daughters, it's like admiring somebody else's children or something like that.
Yeah.
When you have daughters, you look at somebody else's son.
Oh,
And
okay.
then you find it very nice.
But do you think your siblings, your sisters, do they look at you and envy that you have daughters?
It's vice versa, I guess.
I think so
Yeah,
too. I think it's a privilege and it's an honor to have a girl because we expect
agree.
girls to look after
I
us.
agree now.
I come from a family of 3 daughters and I'm the middle one. And my mom says that it's normally girls who look after parents, so she's blessed to have girls. But boys normally they would marry and then they leave the house.
know.
That's the tradition at least.
Yes,
so.
yes, yes, you're very much
All right,
right.
you're very lucky. You're blessed with 3 daughters. You're angels, yes. Have you watched the show before?
Yeah, I've watched several times actually.
Okay. I'm going to still go over the rules just in case. I have here with me, I have 10 questions. I'm going to ask these 10 questions to you first, and then I'll have your daughter come here, and then I'll ask these questions to her. Then later we'll tally the answers, and that'll be your score. Okay, so are you ready, La?
Yes.
Question number 1. Where do you think your daughter wants to go for her next break, next holiday? Maybe the summer holiday or the winter?
Bangkok, I guess.
Bangkok,
Yeah.
okay. Number 2. Is your daughter sporty? Does she like sports or any sort of games outside?
Yeah, she's very sporty actually.
Okay, all right. So what is her favorite sport?
She likes running actually.
She likes
she's
to
very
run?
good at it.
Oh, okay, all right. Has she participated in any school activities?
Yeah, earlier when she was in Thimphu Primary School.
Okay, what did she do?
She got some award actually.
All right.
And she enjoys actually doing that.
Running.
She likes to run. Yeah,
Okay.
And she's very sporty.
So she was racing.
yeah,
sprint, okay.
it's like 100 meters or
Oh, okay, all right. Does your daughter have a favorite singer?
not exactly. I'm not aware of it, but she likes singing.
She enjoys singing.
Yeah, she
Okay,
enjoys
that's good.
singing, and she likes mostly Bhutanese, the modern songs.
Okay.
So
now-
I would say a female idol would be Minjung Hamo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think your daughter would know the name of the singer?
Yes, obviously.
Minjung Hamo. Okay. All right. What about the male side?
Yeah, maybe Mr. Terrace.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Terrace,
All right. Wow, she knows about those.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her singing those songs.
And do you
And
think
she-
she
and I
would
think
know
she
it's by
knows- she
Mr.
knows about
Terrace?
it.
All right. Okay. Question number 4. Who is your daughter's favorite teacher?
In her present school, it could be her class teacher,
Her class
Madam
teacher.
Dickey.
Ma'am Dicky. Okay.
Yeah.
I know before you said that you are away from home most of the time because
I'm in the construction business.
you are in the construction business. How did you manage to find out the name of your daughter's class teacher?
Class teacher. Because, we are contractors, but we keep traveling.
Yeah.
We're away from home. It doesn't mean that, you're away from home for a year or two.
Yeah.
Every next year you're home.
Yeah.
So that's what it means, like we're away from home. I mean, one night you're here means the other night you're at your work.
Okay.
So
all right.
whenever I'm here, I always look after my daughter. I make a point that I go and drop my daughter.
I see. Okay.
I make a point to see my daughter's
Yeah.
teachers.
I see. That's
so
really
that's
good.
one reason why I know that her favorite teacher could be. I'm just guessing actually. I'm
No,
not
but
very
the
sure,
fact
but,
that you were able to name her class teacher, I
Yeah.
think, especially
and
for someone who
and,
doesn't.
I spoke to her also,
Oh, okay.
the class teacher, several times
Oh,
regarding
okay,
my
that's
daughter's studies or
Okay.
the behaviors or whatever.
Question number 5. Who is your daughter's best friend?
Right now, she has a friend called Choden.
Tshering, Choden,
It's
okay.
her classmate, I guess.
Number 6, how many times does your daughter brush in a day?
In the morning, once.
Once, okay. Question number 7, what is your daughter's favorite book? Or name the book that she's currently reading.
She doesn't have that habit of reading actually at home,
Okay.
which I'm quite worried about.
Yes, of course.
Thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
But I've seen her reading a couple of books which I cannot remember actually.
I see, okay.
But most of the time she's with her iPad and she's with the mobile.
Yeah, that.
So she goes through all that and she's her favorite. I would say, I don't know whether it's really a book or not, but there's a play called Monster High.
Monster High. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
and she goes through that. So
All right.
she likes crafting and then she's always engaged with that.
I see, okay, all right.
So-
I'm asking questions about books and reading and all that because this year has been officially announced
Yeah,
as
I
the
know.
reading year.
Yes.
And we're trying to reinforce that habit of reading even with parents because I realize that we come from a culture of really
I know.
not avid readers. We don't enjoy reading unless we're like, we have to. So, which is why we are hoping that maybe when we ask these questions to your daughter, it'll hit her and maybe make her think that, oh, you know what? I need to have a favorite book. So maybe that will trigger her to go through other books, a couple of books, and at least have a favorite book. So, which is why we're doing that.
Yes, yes.
So with that, here's your next question. How often do you read to your daughter?
Not very often.
Not
actually.
very often. Why do you think
Because
that's...
I don't get much time. By the time I get back home, I'm actually tired.
Mm-hmm.
But my wife, she does actually. She's
Okay.
a teacher. She's a ex-school teacher now.
All right.
So she's the one who is guiding her all the time.
Okay. So your wife does read to her.
Yes.
Would you know when? What time?
Every day actually.
Every
right
day?
after her school. Not exactly right after her school. After school, she'll take a break for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Then gets back into studies again. So maybe after 2 hours of studies,
Okay.
once she finishes all her homeworks or all the tasks she needs to be
Yeah.
done, then after that maybe for half an hour or
Okay.
it goes up to 45 minutes, sometimes it goes up to 1 hour.
Okay. Have you ever felt like, oh, if my wife is doing it, maybe I should too? Or did you entrust your
I
wife?
really wanted to do something like that, but
Yeah.
I don't get a chance.
That's very true. I mean, my dad used to work in the construction company,
Alright.
and now he's in the tour company, and
Alright.
he's a tour operator, and he barely gets time, and which is why I was surprised that you knew the name of the class teacher.
Okay.
So, as an adult, I empathize. And I can completely understand your situation, but from the point of view of your daughter, I'm going to ask these questions to your daughter too, and I just want you to be prepared to hear your daughter's answer.
All right.
All right, second last question. Do you think your daughter would know the birthday of our fourth king?
I think she did.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, here's your last question. Do you think your daughter would know where our fourth king was born?
Yeah, I think she knows it.
Okay, all right. Well, you've answered all the 10 questions. Now we're going to have your daughter, Pema Yangchen, come
Alright.
here and we'll ask these questions to her. Welcome to the show, Pema. Before anything, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Phuntsho Choden. I am 9 years old. I live in Bavisa. And that's all.
Okay, all right. What class are you in?
I'm in class 5,
Okay.
section E.
Section E.
E.
A, okay, all right. Which school are you in again?
I'm in Rinchen Kinfen Primary School.
Rinchen Kinfen Primary School. Okay. Do you like Rinchen Kinfen?
Yes, I like.
Okay, what's the best thing about your school?
The best thing of my school is not to bring plastic, so I like that.
Okay, all right. So, you're not allowed to take plastic bags to school?
We're not allowed.
Okay, all right. What happens if you accidentally take one?
The teacher
Yeah?
will inform to the principal and will throw out of school.
Oh, they'll throw the bag out of the school?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, it is a very unhealthy habit to carry plastic bags all around, right? We're surrounded with plastics everywhere, isn't it? So I think it's a very good initiative your school has taken. So, and are you happy that the school is doing that?
Yes, I'm happy.
Okay, very good. All right, Pema, I've asked your father 10 questions about you, okay? About you and about some very other special important people. Now I'm going to ask these questions to you. So, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Here is question number 1 for you. Where do you want to go for your next vacation?
I want to go to Australia
Ooh, why?
because I love Monster High and there's Monster High dolls. And I also love crafts. So there's many things of crafts.
In Australia, there's Monster High dolls and they're really, they're crafts there? Okay, all right. Good reasons. Question number 2. Your dad tells me that you enjoy sport. Now, I want to know, what is your favorite sport?
Running?
Running. Are you a fast runner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's really good. Did you participate in any sporting activities at school?
Yes. When I was in class 3 in Tshering Primary School, I got first in running.
Oh, okay. Wow, first. That's really good. Are you practicing running or does it come naturally?
Naturally.
Naturally, maybe your father is a good runner? Do you think you get it from your father or your mother?
From father.
From father. Are you a good runner? La?
I used to be actually.
He used to be. Okay, that's really good. I like it when I know I got some of my traits from my father or my mother. I like to connect. It's a beautiful connection. All right. Next question. Do you have a favorite singer?
Taylor Swift.
Now from the Bhutanese.
Ugen Pandey from male
I love
and
him.
I have Pem Diki from female.
Okay, all right. Why do you like Ugen Pandey and Pem Diki?
Because Pem Diki's voice, it's like no one's voice is like that. So it's
very
like unique.
Yes. Yes, she's got a very beautiful voice. And Ugen Pandey too, right? I love his voice, right? He's a great singer. Question number 4. Who is your favorite teacher?
Ma'am Sharp,
Madam Sharab. Who is Madam Sharab?
our science teacher.
Okay, all right. Why do you like her?
Because she is joyful and she teach like that. So we
Okay.
also enjoy.
I see. Okay. Next question. Who is your best friend?
My best friend is Dichin Hazum.
Dichin Hazum. Who's Dichin Hazum now?
Dichin Hazum, she came from Tshering Primary School.
Okay.
We were classmates in class 3,
Okay.
PP2 3. And
You still best friends?
yeah,
Okay, great. Question number 6. How many times do you brush in a day? Brush your teeth in a day?
one.
1. Okay, all right. But you know it's important to brush twice, right? What you know is good and what you actually end up doing, right? You know in your head that brushing twice is good, right?
Yeah.
But what you actually end up doing is brushing one time, right? So maybe if you try to convince your body to do whatever is good for your body, then you'll end up doing it twice. Isn't it? Do you have a favorite book?
No?
No, you don't have a favorite book. Okay, let's go to question number 8. How often does your dad read to you? You have to-
Sometimes.
Okay, sometimes. Who reads to you most often? Like, who is the person who reads to you normally?
I read myself.
You read yourself. So does your mom and dad read to you at all?
No, when they get time,
Okay.
because they're busy, so they cannot read to me.
Okay, and plus you're a big girl, right? You can read
Yeah.
yourself. When do you think is the 4th king's birthday?
November 11.
November 11th, all right. Where was the 4th king born?
In the Chhoden Palace.
All right. You have answered all the 10 questions, and now let's take a look at your upper score. Where do you think your daughter wants to go for her next break?
Bangkok,
Australia.
What is her favorite sport?
running.
Running.
Does your daughter have a favorite singer?
민중가모,
Diki,
Who is your daughter's favorite teacher?
Diki,
Mem Sharp,
Who is your daughter's best friend?
Tshering Choden,
Teaching Hustle.
How many times does your daughter brush in a day?
once.
One.
What is your daughter's favorite book?
She doesn't have,
No.
How often do you read to your daughter?
not very often.
You have to-
Sometimes.
Do you think your daughter would know the birthday of our fourth king?
I think she,
November 11th.
Do you think your daughter would know where our fourth king was born?
yeah.
Teaching Chilling Palace.
I have the score with me, and I want to ask your upper, what do you think would be your score here? Just take a guess.
6 out of
okay.
10, I guess.
Now, let's talk about the questions that your dad wasn't able to answer correctly. Your dad said you might want to go to Bangkok for your next break, but you said you wanted to go to Australia. Then, your favorite singer, your dad said DZONGKHA for female and Misty Terrace for a band, male band. Imbe? But you went with Taylor Swift, Ugin Pandey, and Bemdiki. Imbe? Then the other one, favorite teacher, he thought your favorite teacher would be your class teacher, Ma'am Diki, but you had your science teacher, Madam Sharap, who's your favorite teacher. Finally, best friends, your dad said Tshering Choden, and you said Dichin Hazum.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, those are the 4 questions your dad wasn't able to answer correctly, and the rest he was able to successfully answer them. And if you actually look at the questions that your dad wasn't able to answer correctly, like it was next break, where would you want to go for your next break, right? And favorite singer, favorite teacher, and best friends. These are things you actually don't find out if you don't ask. Do you realize that?
Yeah.
These are things you have to ask your child. So who's your favorite teacher? For you to know that answer. Because normally they'll talk about, oh, Madam Sharab or Madam Diki, but they will never say, Madam Sharab, my favorite teacher. They don't continue like that. So it is because you don't get a lot of quiet, peaceful, relaxing time to talk with your daughter. So which could be the reason. But again, we're not here to judge or make any kind of opinions about you. But you seem to have done well for someone who doesn't get to spend a lot of time with his family. 6 out of 10 is a great score. Mama, are you happy with the score?
Yes.
Okay. When I asked question number 7 and 8 to your dad, he said a little something. And I think your answer to question number 7, it was alarming to me because you said you didn't have your favorite book. Why do you not have a favorite book?
I love all of the books,
Okay.
so I don't know what
All
to
right.
choose.
Okay. When you're not reading, what else are you doing?
I'm doing crafts and doing my homework.
Okay. It seems like the 3 things you've mentioned are all very good habits, okay? Craft, excellent habit. Homework, classwork, whatever work you need to finish studying, good. Then the other one is reading. I worry that reading is a habit that you have to start early. And this is just the right age. You should have started earlier, but if you didn't start early, you can still start now, okay? Now, do you know what's so special about this year?
No.
This year has been declared as the reading year, okay? So you're gonna have to like throw everything down, not distract yourself with iPads or
Okay.
television or PlayStation or Wii or Xbox, and try and focus on reading. Reading is such a good habit. It gives you so many benefits. Can I expect you to read here on?
Okay.
Yes. Are you sure it's an okay?
Okay.
If you don't read and if you're not enjoying reading and if you don't continue to read books, then you'll not have a lot of knowledge to share. Mikush. So once you grow, you can use your beautiful voice to read and to help others who need help reading. Ime? Okay? So please try and enjoy reading. Or
Okay.
I think you have to try hard to read in the beginning, but after a while it comes naturally, just like running. You don't have to practice running, right? A lot of running, you don't have to do that. You enjoy doing it. So just like that, reading will also be one of those. Now, let's go to our next segment, which is the commitment, okay?
Communicating more with my daughter.
Okay, yeah. As a parent, you have made a commitment of being a dad, so you have to fulfill it. So, and it's going to take a lot of energy and time and patience. But you've done it with the first two daughters. This is the last one, so maybe look forward to
No.
sending her
I'm
off
quite
someday.
anxious and thank you so much. Just because of this show, I mean, it reminded me that I should take
Yeah.
another step or
We hope
come
to
up with
do
some
that.
resolution.
We hope to do that
Thank
with
you.
all the parents. So that is your dad's commitment, okay? He said he's going to talk more, use words and ask you how you're doing, how your school was and all that. Takush, now for you, I have in here in this jar 3 commitments from your father, okay? I want you to pick one. Your Appa says, eat more healthy food. Do you eat junk foods?
Maggie,
Maggie?
chips,
Chips?
fizzy drinks.
Ooh, you do fizzy drinks. That is one thing I will not allow any of my guests to have. Because you know what fizzy drinks does? Makes your bones weaker. So you're going to stop all the fizzy drinks, okay? Can you do that? Because it has not a drop of benefit. It will not help you in any ways, okay? Water is the best drink. Okay, Pema, thank you so much for making the promise. Now, we'll go to the next segment, which is With Love.
Dear Pema, it's immense pleasure to write this letter to you and to tell you that how much I love you and care for you. You are the prettiest of all. With much love, Phuntsho.
Dear Appa, I love you. Thank you for giving me everything I want. When you go for work, I miss you. When I come back from school, I always have something to tell you. So, I saved them so that I can tell you when you come back. Appa, because of your work, you travel so much, but I wish you could stay home with us. With love.
Okay, 2 things. Firstly, you said that you saved things to tell your Appa, right? Okay. See, even though she does that, if you don't ask, she might forget, right? Which is why it is always important for the mom and the dad to always be the one asking the question. So even if they forget, then they'll remember when you ask the question. The other thing is you said you wish your dad could stay with you. That's a beautiful wish. And I hope it becomes true someday. But for now, your dad has to provide for you and your family, right? The happy family that you have. So he has to work. You understand that, right? Yes. I want you to read a lot, okay? I'm going to give you so many books. I have something called Monster in my room. It's a very easy read, but it's beautifully illustrated. You have a lot of fun drawings and fun pictures inside, so I think you'll enjoy it. Then I have a couple of books from the Ministry of Education, and the final book that I want to talk to you about is this book. Like I mentioned to you earlier, 2015 our 4th king turned 60 years old, right? So this is a book that I want to give with the help of the author. Read a lot on this, okay? And this is special because this has been autographed by the author. So here. With this, we've come to the end of the show. I want to thank you and your Appa, and I really want to thank both of you for coming to the show. And I think you need to count your blessings because you have a great dad who, although he's really busy, right, he still took out the time to come to the show. So you should be grateful for your father and, of course, your mom for pushing your father here. All right, so thank you so much. Love both of you. Don't allow your problems with your child to fester and grow. Open your eyes and observe if a child seems sad, withdrawn, distant, more moody than usual, or angry. Recognize if there seems to be a greater confrontation between this child and siblings, if friends stop calling or coming over, or if the child can't seem to find his place in school. Because, before you know it, half the year can go by and what could have been a small problem has now become a situation that requires major time and investment and causes terrible aggravation. On that note, we have come to the end of today's episode. We'll catch up with you next time, same time and place. Till then, if you have any suggestions or feedback, email us at parenting@bbs.pt or write to us on our daily updated Facebook page. Thank you and bye-bye.